and today I'd like to talk to you about A Hole in the World. This is an excellent high intermediate to advanced level book. It is an excellent read for adults in the intermediate level because it will introduce you to some very common but large words that you often will see in a normal newspaper, for example. So, although these are difficult words for ESL students, these are actually pretty common words that most 6th, 7th graders, somewhere in high school level, they would have no problem with this level of reading. So, although it is scary and although it's intimidating, you should try to become familiar with these words. And the best way is to really interact with them, see them in a book, hear them in a movie, and so on and so forth. The more times you do, the easier it is to remember not only their meaning, but later you will be able to use them. So give this book a try, A Hole in the World. It is about a young boy, city boy, who goes to the country and basically grows up a little bit. It's actually a really good story, and it asks some deeper questions. This is a 204-page book, which to most people seems like a lot, but as you can see, the writing takes up less space than the page, so don't be too intimidated. All right, let me give you an example of the writing. I'm actually going to read to you from chapter 2. Paul and Morris were greeted at the rear door by Hargrove Valenport, who gave them each a hearty handshake, then led them to the parlor while Ada went to get coffee for Morris and iced tea for Paul. Hargrove was a portly man with a proud nose, a high forehead, thinning hair, and a bum left leg that caused him to limp. Although a good decade older than Paul's father, and despite his handicap, Hargrove exuded an air of strength and vitality. He ushered the guests into a carpeted, lamp-lit den and introduced them to Ada's white-haired mother, Frances. Hargrove said in a crisp voice, "This is Morris Shackelford and his son, Paul. Gentlemen, this is Frances Furr." "How do you do?" The woman peered at Morris and Paul through thick, round glasses that magnified the size of her eyes. "Fine, thanks," said Morris, and Paul echoed the sentiment. The old woman reminded him of a snowy white owl. The writing is pretty straightforward, as you can hear. The story is pretty good. Give it a chance. Get past the first 3 chapters and see if you actually like it. As with many books that start off a little bit slow, you have to give it a chance and don't read the first 5 pages and say, "Mah!" Give it at least 3 chapters. If after 3 chapters you're still not convinced, then go ahead and put it down. But I think by the 3rd chapter, I think you'll be charmed. You'll be charmed. All right.